Hello everyone, Michelle here, the Brave Homeschooling Mama. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am reviewing Dyslexia Gold. So hello everyone, if you're new here, welcome, and make sure if you haven't subscribed to my channel that you do so you don't miss any of my reviews and my homeschooling videos. So today I'm reviewing Dyslexia Gold as part of the Homeschool Review Crew. So make sure when you're done watching this video that you check the description box so you can read and watch everyone's review that reviewed Dyslexia Gold, and also you can find a link of where you can see for yourself and learn a little bit more about the program Dyslexia Gold. So Dyslexia Gold is an online program to help kids that have dyslexia, kids that you might sort of suspect they have dyslexia, just struggling readers that might need a little bit catch up with their reading. And like I said, this is an online program. What we reviewed when I was looking at what to review, just to catch up for the reading. So my son does read on grade level, but I wanted to, when I saw this, I thought this would be a great way for him to practice his phonics. So I thought, this will be a great program for us to review. So when you sign in, there's 4 things that I was able to look at. So there is, here show you on the iPad. We did this in a computer, but I'm sure you're here on the iPad, so so you can see it. I tried to take a video of my son doing the program, but he did not, he was not having it, so I wasn't able to do that. So we have vision, there's 4 things. We have vision training, in where there's one of the things that is called target practice, and he actually enjoyed using this. You use this 3D glasses, and they give you a target that you need to practice just hitting. This is for kids that read when you're trying, some kids when they're trying to read, they have dyslexia, trouble reading. One eye might go to one side, one eye might go to the other side, or might have a hard time, keeping up with the letters. And this helps your child, bring their eyes together so they can. It's a lot easier for them to read the words, to be able to read. And at the beginning, he struggled a little bit with this, but then he was able, the times that he worked through it, he was able to advance 1 or 2 levels. So that was pretty neat. And he enjoyed, doing that. And I recommend doing that for about 10 minutes. So I'm going to show you really quick. I wouldn't recommend doing this in the iPad, the vision training. So here is the different levels. It has 16 levels, and we only got to level 2. We didn't do this as much as I would have liked to, but he tried. So once you hit start, you will sit on the computer with your glasses, and you will hit, try to hit, the targets. Okay, so for level 1, level 1A, level 1B, 2A, so forth. But I would recommend, if you can do the other parts in an iPad, but I wouldn't recommend doing the target practice on the iPad. Just use a regular computer screen. But this is what it looks like. It also has other games in there. Let me show you the different other games. Also to help with the convergence is what it's called, to bring your eyes together, to be able to make it easier to read and learn how to read. So it had Walk an Alien, they had 3 different target practice, speed fix, eye tracking, and eye tracking B. We mostly concentrated on doing the target practice. We only got to target practice A, but you can see the other ones. So the next thing is the reading unlocked, and this is also another one that we concentrated on. So this one is to help your child learn and understand that words are made of different sounds. When they start, the first time they sign in, they take a quick assessment, and they're placed in where they need to be, and where the computer thinks that they need to be. So we're starting, and there were 4 levels, and we started on level 3. Then he was able to move to the 4th one, and they added a 5th one as we were working through this. think that's what happened. So you just practice every lesson, every session. It takes about 10-15 minutes, you know, to do. It follows the same format. So I'm going to show you here really quick. So this is, like I say, and we did this in the computer. So we were working on this vowels, the vowel sounds, and you hit start. So this is the lesson from before, and this is the lesson that he's working on now. So you hit start, and at first you just hear the sound. You hear the sound, then you have a quick activity. Do some rhyming. It gives you the word. It says which word rhymes with, and then it reads you all the different pictures, and then you choose the one. I didn't hear a ball. So I'm not gonna go through all the lesson because it will take a while. You have to get it, you know, do the actual, so it you know, moves on. So it goes like that. The next you practice sounds. Then it gives you words. So you're also doing some spelling. It gives you words, and you need to put some letter tiles to spell the word. You do some handwriting also. There's some parts where you are reading a word, or they'll give you a word and you have to write it down. Sometimes I had him writing. My son does struggle with, you know, the physical motion of writing, you know, for his fine motor. So sometimes he will spell the word for me. It will say spell it on paper. Sometimes with the paper, sometimes I ask them to spell it out loud because this is something that does cause him frustration. So we did that. And then there's some reading. They have a couple activities also where you read the word and you have to, you know, find a picture that matches the word. And there's some reading assignments and some reading passages that he reads, and also that you read with them. So that was it. Like I said, it takes about 10 to 15 minutes to do the lesson. Next thing, we did not do work on this too. We only worked on 2 of the sections, but you have a spelling tutor. You have spelling tutor where you practice this, you know, spelling. Here they give you, they go through a story, you hear the sentence, your child has to write it down as best as they can using correct punctuation, capital letter, and then in the next page, it gives you the correct answer, and you check, you know, the ones that they got wrong, and then in the next screen you can practice them. So this is another thing, the spelling. And then the next one, we didn't do either because it was multiplication. He's not there yet, but it's a times table tutor where you practice your times tables with this activity where you move the tile to the correct answer. Hope you can see this okay. Okay, so this is the 4 things. It comes, one of the things, the report that you get, I emailed the vendor, and I say, I want to know, I want to see a report. How? So they were send me a login to the report. I don't know if everyone was able, you know, to do this. So the only thing, I was sent a login, and I was able to look at the lessons that he did and if he passed them or not. But that was it. Then here, there's a report. Let me show you. So I hope you can see this okay. So it gives you the reading age. When he started, he was at 7 years, 7 months, which is right where he needs to be. And then we did this for a couple weeks, and he's still in the same, you know, the same age. So he's right where he needs to be. I feel that we didn't do this enough. I had a hard time getting him sitting, you know, at first I thought he was not going to do it. But he was able to work through some of the lessons, which was good for me to give you a good overview of it. But he didn't work in it enough to be able to, you know, increase his reading level. He was kind of stayed at where he is, which is on grade level. It also gives you the chart for the vision training. As you can see, he went to level 2 on the target practice. And then the times table, you know, we didn't work through this. I just kind of went through one lesson or something just to see. So it gives you the spelling tutor report and the times table. It is a good program, but for, you know, if you have a child that enjoys more visual, this might not be, because it is a little bit slower than some other, you know, some other programs. It was also, I wish the report part, it would give you a little bit more in detail of how he did throughout the lesson. I think that will be helpful. And but overall, it was, I think, what we worked through. It was good practice for him. He had, he's been having, he had some trouble on those two vowels, and he was, and I seen him the ones that we work, and we saw it somewhere else, and he remembered seeing it, and he was able to read the words with those vowel combinations. Sorry. So it works. If it would have done it more, consistently, I think, 3 to 5 times a week for the amount of time. I have shared many times that it's hard to get my son doing his schoolwork and getting him, motivated to do things. But he did it enough that I could get a good overview of the program, and I think it's great. We would like to get more specific, more detailed report. I think it will be great. And if you have a child that enjoys having more things that jump at them, and more like color, or it might not be the perfect, but it is good to help your child work on their skills, on their reading skills. So thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful. Make sure when you're done watching the video that you check the description box. You can read and watch everyone's review, and also you can click on the link to where you can look a little bit more in depth at Dyslexia Gold. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.